for 5 minutes to comment on the amendment in the nature of a substitute.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I wanted to be clear here today that this is not political theater. That what is happening today is we are attempting to rein in a rogue cabinet secretary. A cabinet secretary that has failed to enforce the law. If you don't believe that, just look at the statistics put out by his department. In the last 6 months, Mr. Chairman, we have seen 1.9 million encounters across the entire northern and southern border. Last month alone, 371,000. And in addition to that, Mr. Chairman, we are not talking about the fact that this secretary has breached the public trust. Just last hearing that we had on this, we saw the Democrats called in a congressional expert who said you don't have to have high crimes and misdemeanors. Their own expert in constitutional law says that a cabinet secretary could be breached or could be impeached for a breach of public trust. And I will tell you that that is exactly what we have with Secretary Mayorkas. That he has lied repeatedly to members of this committee. I can count times in which he has lied to questions that I have asked Secretary Mayorkas. Where he's lied to questions where Chairman Green has asked him about the border being secured. Questions by Dan Bishop, August Pfluger, Miss Jackson Lee, former member of this committee, Kat Kamak. I can document at least 6 times where he has repeatedly lied when asked, is the border secure? I look at headlines and pulled a few this morning regarding Secretary Mayorkas.
Gentleman, you for a question?
I will not. Mayorkas tells Congress the southern border is secure. DHS Chief Mayorkas said there is no border crisis. Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas tells lawmakers the border is not open. Mayorkas says the border is closed, defends Biden's immigration strategy. Mayorkas takes heat for repeating border is secure during House hearings. They go on to say this is nonsense. DHS Chief Alejandro Mayorkas' secure border claim a lie, CBP official says. Mayorkas accused of lying under oath, playing shell game with data by former border official. And my favorite, Mr. Chairman, Mayorkas' latest litanies of lies on the border put Santos to shame. These are the headlines. And these are what are being talked about because Secretary Mayorkas has been untruthful with the American public and he has been untruthful for Congress. He comes in here and he raises his hand and he swears to tell the truth. And then he lies when he says the border's secure. He lies when he says that the border is not open and we are not allowing, as we know, over 370,000 immigrants to flood across the border last month alone. I want to talk about what House Republicans have done. Because my friends on the other side say that we are doing this again for political theater. Last year we passed H.R. 2, the most comprehensive package that I have seen during my time in Congress. When we talk about funding and what have we done on funding, I'll tell you that the House Appropriations Bill dealing with funding for the Department of Homeland Security, we went above and beyond what was requested by the President. The President requested a set amount and we added additional money to that so that the Department of Homeland Security would have the resources that they need to secure the border. And then when we talk about the Senate bill, I have no idea what's in the Senate bill. I tell you, I am disappointed that our senators refuse to engage the House of Representatives. They don't allow Chairman Green or Ranking Member Thompson a seat at the table. We don't know what's in that bill. I can't speak of whether I'll support the bill or not. We've seen that. I will not yell, and I have 30 seconds and I will finish my time. I will tell you that for the Democrats to accuse Republicans of political theater is wrong. I want to end with this. I want to end with the fact that there was a recent letter. A letter actually was dated in 2021 by former official Rodney Scott. Rodney was chief of Border Patrol under both Trump and Biden. That letter described how he witnessed a seismic shift in border security and immigration policy that began on January 20, 2021. And that began with a lack of a meaningful effort to secure the border. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I would like unanimous consent to enter that letter into the record, and I would yield back.
Without
Mr. Chairman.
objection, so ordered.
Mr. Chairman, I have unanimous consent.
What
motion.
purpose do you, unanimous consent?
I ask unanimous consent to include in the record a news